Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Filipino explaining. So in this video we are going to look at Vogel's approximation method. Vogel's approximation method is one of the methods of finding an initial visible solution just after uh, uh, looking at the northwest corner rule or the northwest corner method and the lowest cost entry method or the least cost method. We are now looking at Vogel's approximation method. I have uploaded the videos for northwest corner rule and also for lowest cost entry method, so you can also watch them. Very good videos. So before we start, I would like to remind you that if you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe and click on a bell notification so that you will not be left out and you get a notification immediately after I upload a new video, so that we continue learning mathematics. We help each other, you teach me, I teach you, and we grow together. So we can start. Thank you for being obedient. Thank you for doing that. So Vogel's approximation method is the most preferred to the other two methods, the two other methods that I have mentioned, least cost method and northwest corner rule, because the initial visible basic visible solution obtained in A is either optimum or very close to the optimum solution. So you can be given a question, say like a table like this one. So you have here A, B, C, D availability. Have here is a depot, factory. Here have factor 1, have 2, have 3, and you have the required. Have 250, have 250, have 420, have 80, have 4, 6, 3, have 5, have 400, have 200, you have 400, have 2, we have 9, we have 9, have 3, have 7, we have 8, have 4, have 1. And therefore you can be asked to obtain the initial basic solution, basic feasible solution using Vogel's approximation method. Vogel's approximation method. So it forces us to draw another table here. How to draw another table? So you can see you have availability, have 400 plus 200, that is 600 plus 400 is 1000. Then 250 plus 250 is 500 plus 420 is 920 plus 80 is 1000. So you can see that it's balanced. Required as availability is balanced. So the question is, Suppose we were asked to obtain the initial feasible basic feasible solution using Vogel's approximation method. The first step we compute a penalty for each row and column in the transportation table. Remember, this is a transportation table, so the penalty for a given row and column, it's merely the difference between the smallest cost and the next smallest cost in the particular row or column. So we compute a penalty for each row in the transportation table, and you have said that there is the difference between the smallest cost and the next smallest cost. For example, in this, the first row, you have, remember, is in this is region, you have 4792. 2 is the smallest, and the next smallest is 4. So the difference is 4 minus 2, which is 2. Right there. Then second row, the smallest is 1, second smallest is 3, so the difference is 3 minus 1, which is 2. Third row, the smallest is 3, the second smallest is 4, so the difference is 4 minus 3, which is 1. Columns. Column A, the smallest is 1, second smallest is 4, so the difference is 4 minus 1, or 4 minus 1, so we have 3. Column B, the smallest is 6, second smallest is 7, so the difference is 1. 7 minus 6, 1. Then here is 3, the second smallest is 9, so the difference is 9 minus 3, 6. 2, then 5, the difference 3. That is the first, we call it the first difference. First difference. These are the row penalties. These are the row penalties, and these are the column penalties. So here, this is the first difference. So after doing that, obtaining the differences between the smallest cost and next smallest cost in the rows and columns, we identify the row or column with the largest penalty. For example, here the column with the row or column with the largest penalty is column C, because it's having 6. 6 is largest among all these. 6 is the largest, and so after identifying that, we choose the cell which has the smallest cost. We choose the cell we have identified, the column with the column of the row, but now in this case it's a column because the row doesn't have that the largest penalty. The largest penalty is for the column C, which is 6. So in this column C, we choose the cell which had the smallest cost. The smallest cost is 3. I'm saying it's this or this. So, and allocated the maximum possible quantity to the lowest cell in that row, and we allocated the lowest cost, the maximum possible quantity, sorry, and we allocate the maximum possible quantity to the lowest cost in the row or column, so to exhaust either the supply at a particular source or to satisfy the demand. Satisfy the demand. So here we have 3, both are the lowest, so which one can we choose? So here, suppose as per this case, there's a tie there's a tie. So if a tie occurs, occurs, let me say, for example, if there was a tie in a penalties, you select the row or column which has the minimum cost. But now here there was no tie in the penalties, there's a tie in the lowest cost cell. Are you seeing? So if there's a tie in the minimum cost, you have three, we select that row which will have a minimum possible assignments. So here we have, for these three, we have 200 and we have 420. So if we were to allocate this for in this cell, cost cell, we will allocate 200. But if we were to allocate in this cost cell, we will allocate 400. Are you seeing? We will allocate 400. So which one has the maximum possible assignment is these three. So here we allocate 400, so that here we remain with 20. Here the row, this row here in the availability 400 is exhausted now, and then we reduce this row supply or column demand by the amount assigned to the cell. Now if the row supply is now 0, eliminate the row. If the column demand is now 0, we eliminate the column. If both the row and row supply and the column demand are 0, eliminate both row and column. So here 400, this row is now 0. Are you seeing? The row supply is now 0 because you have allocated here. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because I've allocated here. So this row is, we eliminate it, so it is eliminated. Are you getting what I'm saying? So after that, we repeat the process. By recomputing the row and column difference for the reduced transportation table, omitting rows or columns crossed out in the preceding step. For example, we shall omit this row since we have eliminated it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Then we repeat the above procedure, the procedure that we have done, or just repeat the process until the entire supply are exhausted to satisfy the demand. Are we there? So we again find the column and row differences. Here still it's 2, the smallest is 2, the second smallest is 4, so 4 minus 2 still it's 2. Here still it's 2, 3 minus 1 is 2. Here I've eliminated it, therefore we put that. Columns, we have 4 and 1, so here the difference is 3. Then here you have 7 and 8, the difference is 1. Smallest 3, second smallest, difference still 6. Smallest is 2, second smallest is 9, so the difference is 7. So the column or the row with the lowest penalty, not the lowest but the largest penalty is row D. The column D, sorry, it's column D, the column with the largest penalty. So we choose the cell from that column which has the smallest cost and allocate the maximum possible quantity Are you there? So here it is 2, so the maximum possible quantity is you have 80, you have 400, so we allocate 80, so that here is 0 now, here is 320 remaining. Are you there? So since this column you have exhausted the required here, we eliminate the column. Are we there? Then are you getting what I'm saying? Then after that we continue, we carry out row differences and column differences. So here still it is 6, here 1, here it is 3, then here is exhausted, here is exhausted, here is still 2, here still 2. So we can see that the column that has the largest penalty is row C, then the smallest unit, the smallest cell is 3, the smallest cost cell is 3, so we allocate the maximum possible quantity. So we have here 20, remember we remain with 20 here, then we have 200, so we shall allocate this low 20, so that this column C is exhausted, so we eliminate, and here remains 200 minus 20 is 180, so we eliminate this. Are you there? Again we carry out row differences and column differences. So have the smallest is 4, second smallest is 7, so the difference is a point of correction here was 3, was 7, 4 and 7 was 3, here. So we carry out the row and column differences. We have these 3, here is 7, then here is exhausted, here is exhausted, here is exhausted, here is 1, here is 3. The column which has the largest penalty is row 3 here, row 2 here. So row 2 with 7, so we choose the cell which has the lowest cost, or the smallest cost. So here is this cell, I think here is this cell, so we have 250 as required, availability is 180, so we allocate 180, so here is 0, here remains 250 minus 180 remains 70, and so this row is also, we eliminate it. Are we there? So that we carry out row and column differences, row differences and column differences. Here still we have 3, this is eliminated, is eliminated, here is 7, here is 4. Are we there? So the row, the column with the largest penalty is row B, and you have 7. So we have 250, have 320, we allocate 250, the smallest, so that here is 0. 320 minus 250 we remain with 70. Are we there? And now this we eliminate this. Again we carry out row differences and column differences. Here this one is eliminated. Here is only 4. Now we just write 4. This one is eliminated, this one is eliminated, this one is eliminated. Then this one you have 4. So we can either use this 4 or the other 4, since we shall just get the same answer because we have only remained with 4. So we have 70 as availability, and we have 70 as the required. So we just allocate 70. Now the row 1 is exhausted. You have exhausted all that the availability in row 1 and the required in row in column A. So we eliminate both the row and the column. Are we there? And up to that point, we have we have exhausted the supply to satisfy the demand. And now what has just remained is to find the total cost. Now the total cost is equals to this 4 we multiply by 70, then we add this 7 times 250, then we add these 2 times 80, then we add 1 times 180, then we add 3 times 20, then we add 3 times 500, so that we have this time this is 280, 7 times 250 1750, this 160 plus 180 plus this is 60 plus 1200, and the final answer becomes 3630. And at that point we are done with Vogel's approximation method. Please, if you are new to my channel, make sure you do subscribe and you leave a comment. Please leave a comment down there at the comment section. Maybe you can suggest a video. Maybe there's a topic you are facing difficulties. You might want me to get a video on that, or you want me to improve on some things. Maybe you can say voice, maybe you can say some other things, so that where you see there's you are not my services to you are not well delivered, you can say, so that I can improve, so that we can continue learning mathematics. Feel free. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Till next time, bye bye.